What's going on, Bird Game? Philly Carnage here, episode 2 of the Denver Broncos rebuild. As we know, last year did not go as planned, lost those last couple games, and missed out on the playoffs. But, on the bright side of that, we're an 81 overall, 81 offense, 81 defense. Kind of checking out some of the hidden devs. Wyatt Davis came out as a star dev. And I'm trying to. Why is Muti down here? Yeah. The Muti should be in a starting position. So we'll have to adjust that. Defensively, Quiddy Pay came out as a superstar, which is fantastic. Pretty much everybody else has really stayed the same. Clark and Hampton are now our new hidden devs that we got here in the draft. Other than that, like I said, team's still pretty much the same. So we'll get in here. We'll sim up against the Chargers. Hopefully, come out victorious, 1-0 to start the year, and we get a 26-21 victory. Go through. Look at that. Wyatt Davis already is now a 78 overall. It's that +2 finesse block and +2 run block. So he's developing very, very nicely as he's becoming a very solid player here in the league. Michael Ojemdia, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his name really, but upgraded his zone there since majority of the time when he comes in, and we got a +1 speed. Other than that, not really much to do. I want to keep building Cortland Sutton as that physical role. Since we do have Jerry Jeudy, they're more for the speed, along with KJ Hamler. Sam Ellinger can just get upgraded automatically, as we got the Jets here in week 2. Can we improve to 2-0? And we suffer a 35-21 loss, but somehow we get Barnes, 13 tackles, 1 interception, come away as AFC Player of the Week. So as we come in here, week 3 against the Rams, which if you haven't yet, be sure to check out the Rams rebuild that I just completed not too long ago, just a few days, where we make the trade to bring Stafford over, and we're pretty much in win now mode. Check it out, see what ends up happening. As we get a 42-13 victory over the Los Angeles Rams, I'm really surprised. Somehow we did not come away with a weekly player. Jarrell Casey wants to talk about the bye week here. It is an early one, so screw it. We're going to go and get that extra preparation as we're coming in to try to sweep the Chargers here this season. I mean, might as well just take a quick look, see what we got for re-signs. Always start over here. Watson, Patrick, Locke. All these guys are going to go. Sam Martin, walk. So we're going to have to decide, is Drew Locke going to be the quarterback of the future, or are we going to go with Sam Ellinger? Contract isn't ridiculous, $73 million over 4 years. But I don't know if we want to go and pay that. Jawan James is going to be gone. Well, pretty much everybody up here, Dramonte Jones, Dalton Reasoner, want to lock them up. Jarrell Casey wants a 1 year. If he'll take that, we'll go ahead and we'll lock him up. Bryce Callahan, kind of have to see what he does this season. Noah Fant, I definitely want to get him. Bradley Chubb is one that we definitely want to lock up. Contract length wants a little more money, so we'll be able to work with that. Noah Fant, can we just lock him up on that deal? Contract length works, so he wants a little more money as well. So we'll definitely be working on this throughout the season. So I was looking around. I wanted to get Muti up there. He's young. Jawan James is, he's 30. He's on a contract year. So we're going to send Jawan James and our next 2 fifth-round draft picks to the Jaguars for their 2023 third round, pick 69 of the draft. So here in week 5, we do have a frustrated receiver, Cortland Sutton. Wants the ball a little more. I don't understand why they come out right after a bye week, but kind of is what it is. It's Madden's thing. You know, get that plus for Adam Morale if he can do a little bit of something. We're gonna sim this game up here, and we get a 34-22 victory. We sweep the Chargers, and Cortland Sutton produced out there racking up, gets that plus 500 and an extra plus 5 morale for the squad. So we did come in here and we locked up Noah Fant. We improved Bradley Chubb, and he wants a little more bonus. So, just to guarantee it, let's bump him up to 8 million. It's a big cap hit, 13.2 million, but we at least locked him up. And we're still waiting on Dramonte Jones to get unlocked, along with Dramonte Jones. All right. So we're sitting 3-1 this year. Definitely not off to a bad start, as we got the 1-4 Arizona Cardinals. Still not 100% sure on what game we're gonna pop in here and play, but we lose 23-20. So we get the 2-4 Raiders. Here almost back to back. Hopefully we can beat them. We get a 28-20 victory. Let's go. Drew Lock. Somehow. Definitely not a good stat line. 16 of 28, 243, 4 touchdown passes. Gets AFC Offense Player of the Week. We got Russ Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks here, week 8. As we got a lot of guys here to upgrade. As we'll do that here behind the scenes. Is I don't want to bore you guys with all these upgrades and the scouting. So simming up here against Seattle, we lose 28-13. We do have a breakout scenario. Malik Reed, what's this? To go up to a superstar? Old Raiders less than 200 yards, give Malik Reed 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, TFLs, or sacks. I believe that is going to be to go and get him up there to a superstar. I'm not 100% sure, though. It is. Okay. Imagine Malik Reed getting a superstar before Bradley Chubb. So, okay, Clark and Hampton both come out as star devs. I was really thinking that Hampton would have been a superstar the way that he's been progressing up to a 75 overall right now. As we'll get in here, we'll do the scouting, and then we'll come in here, try to get that superstar dev trait for Reed. Go, Melvin. What a run by Melvin Gordon to start the game, pretty much. This is our first down that we had, and then we just decided, we're just gonna run right side, able to shut a tackle there. It would have been nice if we could have got that truck here on the end, but unfortunately not. But we get a solid game here, as the biggest thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to hold the Raiders to less than 200 yards of offense here throughout this game. So, fortunately, we got shoved back there, didn't really gain anything. And Gordon's tired, so let's put in some car dude. I don't know who that is, but we're gonna try some Steven Carr. As they're down here in hell of an awkward stat. Should have been able to beat them deep, but we didn't do it, and our guys does not get there for the block as we face a 3rd and 13. Try to get something going. Can we find Jerry Jeudy? Are they in cover 2? Where Noah Fant would be wide open down the middle. Noah Fant, lob it. Lob it. No. Go up. Come on, Noah.
But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to
What?
be a comedian. There he goes left
What?
side. And he will
Son of
score.
a.
Touchdown,
Mm.
Las Vegas.
Darren Waller is a monster, so got to give him credit. He just bounced right off Justin Simmons. But yeah, don't understand where our deep zone was. But Raiders go down the field in 5.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
So Raiders are back down in the red.
1st and 10.
Throw a very bad pick. I smashed the wrong button, and yeah, he threw it. As they've hit Darren Waller majority of that 95 yards, minus the 24 to Henry Ruggs, I believe. But I mean, if we can get him off the field here, hopefully just hold him to 3, I'll be happy. As they're facing 3rd and 13, we just need our defense to figure something out. Because so far we have not been able to really do our thing. Play that inside coverage, look for the crosser somewhere. There goes Darren Waller. Hey, at least we're able to tackle him this time. Hold him to 3. Let's go defense. Down by 10 with still plenty of time to go in the second quarter. Sutton, Portland Sutton, let's go. All right, we're down to the 8-yard line. Just to be safe, we're going to call a timeout. Because, there's times that you fully expect that, you truly were out of bounds. And Madden says, not today. And they still run the clock down. As we're going to have Jerry. Come on, Patrick. Come on. If you can't catch him, there's an issue. Such bullshit. I hate this game. Though on the plus side, we were able to hold the Raiders just to 3. But, I mean, still, should have never happened. There's no way. I think it's Kowalski is 44 for the Raiders. There's no way his ass is jumping up there and grabbing that ball. But we get the ball back to start the second half, I believe. No, I think the Raiders do. This is gonna be fun. We need a stop. We need a stop. Bad. There we go, Justin Simmons. We got to Derek Carr just in time. We got to him with enough time to, knock him over. And I'm completely okay with, getting caught from behind because that was Henry Ruggs. But that is Justin Simmons' 20th career interception. So, I mean, let's just go back to this run. You know what? We might have this. Might be able to fire this off to Jerry Jeudy. If not, I'll suffer the consequences. If we pick up the blitz, Jerry Jeudy. My O line is trash. Trash. Thanks, Tim Patrick, for not even trying for that ball either. Oh, oh, yes, yes. The Madden gods, are helping us now. We forced the fumble on Henry Ruggs. Let's go. We're going to try deep. We need some deep balls here. We need to try to get back into this game. Here, 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. So we're going to try to hit Cortland Sutton here, on going deep, as they're most likely in a zone, which they are, and we have Cortland Sutton. All right, down to the 26. Let's hurry up. I mean, I hate the fact that we are currently sitting at 3 interceptions on the day, but let's try to find Jerry Jeudy this time. Hopefully, our offensive line will hold up just enough as Max Crosby just destroys his man. Ah, too late. Too late on the ball. Drew Lock, you're out. You're done. Done. How do you sail that ball that much? So while we're at it, Drew Lock, you're done. There goes your contract extension. I don't care. Put in Sam. Get Sam in there. Because the fact that Jerry Jeudy was wide open, you were not pressured, and you just sailed that ball. Yeah, you're out of here. Get going. Defense needs to do something. Get us back in this game. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I don't know why Drew Lock is still over there on that side of the field trying to hype up the guys. His ass is benched. Tired of it. All right, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Let's get a stop. Somehow, some way, please, let's get a stop. And they're going to dump it down beneath. Ah! Yes. Yes. Justin Simmons with his 2nd interception today. I'm not 100% sure if that gives the depth trait or not. But, I mean, I'll take it. We get the ball back, and we're going to try the PA crossers again. This time, we're out here with old Sam. Sam, calm down. Calm down. I know it's your first start, and it won't let me even call for a double team. So dump it down beneath. Get a little confidence. Tim Patrick. Look at that. Sam's already doing better than old Drew Lock. Sutton. Finally. Sam overthrew a few times. But I mean, I want to say he's still in the 60s somewhere for overall. But we finally get on that board as Cortland Sutton goes up for the touchdown. Sam to Melvin Gordon. Let's go. Let's freaking go. As we're back on top. Finally. Oh, what the hell? What the hell was that? Let's go. Let's go. Quiddy Pay coming in there. Forcing the fumble. Pretty much knocking it right out of Derek Carr's hands. Right into what's his name? Jarrell Casey. Giving it, pretty much handed it off to Jarrell Casey. So I'll take it. We get the ball back here as Melvin Gordon. There we go. 60th career rushing touchdown as we're looking to take a 21-13 lead here late in the 4th quarter. Now we got the bull rush. It's successful. Able to hit. Yes, I thought Darren Waller was somehow going to get that. But we got the overthrow by Derek Carr. We got enough pressure back there with Quiddy Pay. And we're coming away victorious. So we come away narrowly with that victory. We did end up getting another, garbage time touchdown with Melvin Gordon. Just to end the game, Malik Reed is now a super star gets that plus 2,000 experience points as we're going to advance here to week 10, where we're going to be coming in against Mahomes and the rest of the Kansas City Chiefs. So, even with that plus 5,000 experience points for Reed, we did not go up a dev trait. Jerry Jeudy is now a scheme fit. Gets that awareness, catching traffic, medium route, all the good stuff. As but we're gonna see if we can take care of the Chiefs here in the sim, as we're sitting 5-3, and we lose 46-29. We got the 5-4 Indianapolis Colts, and we're back to 500. Fantastic. X Factor quarterback for the Trevor Lawrence. Shocker. So the Jags have Trevor Lawrence. Can we get out of this little losing streak? We're sitting 5-5. We went like this last year and we missed the playoffs. So we're still in the losing streak. 42-21. We got a frustrated Melvin Gordon. Can't promise him because it is going to be the sim. And, if we get down, they just start throwing the ball all over the place. Stop the losing streak. Jarrell Casey wants to figure out what we can do. Defensive line. That's your position group. Get them going. Get back there. Smack Big Ben around. Do whatever you have to try to get this victory. As we're sitting 5-6, and we lose once again. Fantastic. So, pretty much, we're probably not going to make the playoffs at all here year 2, as we were able to get Melvin Gordon, going, as we're 5-7 now, and we lose once again. Shocker. We got a Thursday night game here against Tennessee. You need to prep. You guys are on one hell of a losing streak. Figure it out and get it done. As we're just going to sim it up. Titans are 8-5 on the year, and we lose once again. Fantastic. 7-7 Houston Texans. Oh my gosh. We finally get a victory. 28-17. We're back in that win column. We can finally go here. I'm not even going through everybody because that's going to be a pain in the ass. 36 players to get upgraded. Playoff picture. Obviously, we're not going to be anywhere near this thing, as we just decided, hey, we're going to lose out pretty much the rest of the way. Try to get to 7-9 on the year, and we lose 20-17. Go ahead. We'll sim up. We'll check out the Pro Bowl, see if we had any representatives there at the Pro Bowl. I have no idea how the stats was. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure the old jackass Drew Lock, played the remainder of the year. For some reason he has a breakout scenario here, and I bet you any money he's not even at the Pro Bowl. Yep, told you. Kind of looking down through, got a lot of young guys. Sutton makes it in there at wide receiver 6. Zero. Yeah. We're not represented at all, other than Sutton. Barely making it onto the Pro Bowl roster, as we got the Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the Minnesota Vikings. But with that, we'll take a look here at the season-ending stats. Drew Lock, just under 4,000 yards, 21st in the league. We were 30th overall offense, the 22nd defense. 26-11. Yeah, I'm still pulling for Sam. Rushing, Melvin Gordon really didn't do much. 850-7. Stephen Carr coming in 260-9. Receiving wise, Sutton 12-9. Patrick 9-6. Ant 650-3. Jerry Jeudy 6-1. I'm definitely not liking how Jerry Jeudy is the number 2 receiver. Barely gets the ball. Defensively, Chris Barnes 121. over 100 solo tackles, 8 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, and 3 interceptions. Sack-wise, Kwity Paye, 10.5. And then Malik Reed coming in with 8.5. Bradley Chubb at 8. Interception-wise, Chris Burns and Justin Simmons led the way. All right, so I guess they considered that fumble, whatever, an interception for Jarrell Casey, I think. But I mean, still counts as a turnover, so I'm good with that. JC Jackson has not produced like we wanted him to so far. Only one pick this season. So with that, we'll go through the yearly awards, get up through free agency, and get ready for the next episode as Deshaun Watson was your MVP. Offensive player of the year. Pretty sure we're not going to have anybody. Defensive player. That's where it could get a little tricky, depending. Offensive rookie goes to David Bell. Don't think we had any rookies on off. Defense, we had some, and we didn't get anything. I mean, this year's probably going to be a wash. Cortland Sutton coming in there at 5. O-line, nobody. D-line, Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye coming in there at 8. Linebacker, Chris Barnes there at 8. DB should not have anybody. And kicker, Brandon McManus led the way as the kicker of the year for the AFC. So Minnesota finally gets their first Super Bowl, as a franchise, 42-32. So with that, we'll kind of check out retirement, see if we had anybody retire. Because I honestly have no idea. We did not. So that's at least one good thing. Kind of check on the re-signs. Callahan, if he'll take this 1 year, would hate to lose that star dev. Our free agency will be better. Jarrell Casey starting to regress. Withdraw that offer. I don't even care about Drew Lock. He can go. So yeah. We'll jump up here to free agency, and we'll kind of see what we got. So we got plenty of money, 46.72. Kareem Hunt, we could add to that addition of, Melvin Gordon. We do need an RB2. So kind of looking at it, we do need a quarterback. We have done Baker Mayfield. I don't want to do him again. We had him as the successor, kind of rebuilt his career down there in Tampa. If you haven't yet, be sure to check that out. I have completed that rebuild already. I mean, I guess we can look at the draft. I think that's going to be probably our best bet at this point. Dylan Trout could be an option. 2460 overall. I don't want to overpay him though. Maybe if he'll take this, bump it up, that should give us the top. It blows out everybody else. Running back 2. We got Melvin Gordon. We need somebody else. Rita, we could go after him. I don't know. We're good at receivers, so we don't have to really worry about that. Tight end, I'm good with. Offensive line, I'm okay with. We're pretty solid. Yes, there are some superstars out there, but I'm not too terribly worried about them. Because they're, for the most part, they're aging. Defense at tackle. Now, this is a spot that we do need. Jarrell Casey was 33. We let him go. So, Matt Ioannidis or... we'll take the cheaper option out of the two. Try to get him for 2 years. 84 overall, plus that superstar. So we can lock him up. That'll be fantastic. We're good there on right end. Outside linebacker, Reed's up there. Bobby Wagner is available. Oh, as you see there, Bradley Chubb finally went up to a superstar. We also need to start looking cornerback. Bryce Callahan, gave us the big middle finger and decided he's gonna go try somewhere else. As a lot of these guys are older, so they for the most part be rentals. Um, oh, Murphy Bunton, we can bring him in. Fantastic. We'll use up about half of uh our cap space there. We at least know that we don't have to worry about locking up a quarterback anytime soon. We got Bunting, we got that quarterback, and we got Tomlinson. I think that's everybody that we put in for. All right, I feel good with that. I feel like that is a successful, free agency pickup, bringing in all those guys, just instant starters, pretty much. Now we got Quiddy Pay and Tomlinson there on the D line, Bradley Chubb, all them, on the outside. So I mean, looking at it, we started the year at 81s across the board. The only person on offense that we really lost would have been Drew Lock. So we did drop down to a 79 on offense, but the defense improved. We're now an 88 overall. So looking at it, Sam Ellinger there at a 67 overall. Sutton is now a superstar. So him and Jerry Jeudy will pair well together. Defensively, we're starting to see a lot of gold here. Initially when we first started this out, it was just Simmons and it was just J.C. Jackson. Then we drafted Quiddy Pay. We just brought in Tomlinson, and we got Reed, his dev trait last year, and Chubb went up to a superstar. That Super Bowl week. So with that, kind of having a look where we need to go, quarterback if possible. Just add more depth to that room. We are picking at 5. So
The Broncos are now
with picking at 5, that opens up a lot. So kind of taking a look here. If we're looking at quarterbacks, all these guys are red chip. We have used Ritter before in the Philadelphia Eagles rebuild. If you have not checked that out, be sure to do so. Not sure. Spencer Rattler could be an option there. Field general out of Oklahoma, 6 foot 203, has nice throw power, nice accuracy. So that's going to be the decision to make. And then when we look overall, we could look at bringing Pickens, add to that D line, or we could go for one of these linebackers here, Damon Clark or Owen Papio. CB definitely is a need, and we also do need a running back too. So we'll kind of figure that out and see what's going to work best for us. But other than that, as you see on the screen, there are my socials: the Instagram, the Twitch, and the Facebook. Be sure to go check them out and drop a follow on each one of those. The links are down below in the description, as well as the link for my shorts channel here on YouTube. Be sure to check that out. Subscribe. Everything helps out. And don't forget to hit that like button. Drop some comments. Engage with me. Let's talk shop. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these rebuilds. If there's anything I should do better, different, whatnot. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new with the little bell icon on. That way, every time I post new content, you are one of the first to know. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. Peace.